Hey, Coach Annie here from Tiny Troops Soccer. I'm the coach trainer here for Tiny Troops, and I come on every Friday to share some activity ideas, game tips, things you can do at home with your little one to keep them active and moving and having fun and keep them entertained. So today I have 4 activity ideas of all things that you can do, and all you need is tape. And then a few other things, we'll use some toys, but these are some 4 activities that you can do with tape in your home. We'll start out with number 1, which is an obstacle course. So I'm not sure how well you can see here, but on my floor, I've put some tape on the floor to do an obstacle course. And so I'll show you what this looks like. And this can be a variety of different things. I've got this first one. I just used some painter's tape on my floor. So I have a balance beam right here, just a straight line to balance on here. I did a little lily pad. We can do a frog hop onto the lily pad. I've got a zigzag here to do little steps and try to stay on this zigzag. And then I've got some logs I got to jump over. So there's my little tiny obstacle course here. You can see, like I said, I just used some painter's tape, or you could use some masking tape. And I just did this on my wood floor. It's perfect. This tape will just come right off. I would not recommend using duct tape, so it's obvious, but painter's tape works great because it will come right up. So you could do so many different things with this, and I'm sure that your kiddo could think of some fun things. You could do some clouds for them to be airplanes to fly through. You could they get their toys and have some dinosaurs out they have to avoid. They could do it as certain animals. So many fun things. You could just have them little steps. They have to take really big steps to make it to each stone. So that's my number 1, an obstacle course. Just a lot of fun things and variations you can do with that, and it'd be so fun to see what your little one thinks of to add to the obstacle course. And then my next one, number 2, is a sorting shapes game. So you can put shapes on the floor of squares, rectangles, circles, and then get some toys out and have them put their toy in the right shape. So if they have a truck that's shaped like a rectangle, then you can put that, say, oh, this is a rectangle. It goes in our rectangle square on the floor. And you can have them put it there. Or I have a soccer ball, so I can put the soccer ball in a circle. And then you can see and count how many of each shape you have of all your toys. And then you can say, oh, wait, we have more circles than we do squares. Can you run and go find another square? And then they're searching, looking for more toys to put in that shape that you've taped on the floor, and try to fill it up with all the toys that match that shape. So that's number 2, sorting shapes with their toys. It'll be a fun one. The third one is one that I did. If you were here last week, you heard that I was a PE teacher for a couple of years in elementary school, and this was a big hit with a lot of my preschool age kids and then my kindergartners. They loved this game. It was super easy for me. I would just do big squares on the floor, and those were my zoo habitats. I would print out a picture of an animal and put it in that habitat, in that square, and then they were hopping like frogs, jumping like kangaroos, they were balancing like a flamingo, and we talked about all the different animals. And then they had one where they got to be their own animal. They got to choose what they would be. There was one where they were running fast like a cheetah all around their habitat. And so they just thought that was super fun. So they loved being the animals, and they're moving so much and doing all sorts of different movements just by being animals, which is really fun, especially having them choose their own. That's always a fun thing to do. And then you could elevate that and have them bring, if they have a stuffed animal flamingo and they're being a flamingo, then they can put those stuffed animals there, or birds can go in one, and cats can go in one, and dogs can go in another, and all the fun things that you can do to categorize all these different animals and then be them, and have your kid have fun pretending to be all sorts of different animals. So that's number 3, some fun zoo habitats. And then the last one I have is to build a road or a train track, and just put tape and have it wind all the way in the whole room or throughout the house, up the stairs, wherever you want. And then they can drive their cars, their airplanes, their trains, and drive them all around and go through those on those train tracks. And that would be really fun to see all the things they could have. You could put a box there for them to go up on the box and down the box. Just so many fun variations of all the things that you could do with just some tape. So those are my 4 things. An obstacle course that you can have them help you create. So many fun things you can do there. Sorting their toys, putting them in the right shape that they fit into, taping that shape on the floor. And then zoo habitats, and then the last one is the train tracks or a road that they can drive on with their little cars, their Hot Wheels cars or trains or whatever they've got. So those are just fun things you can do with tape. Like I said, I've got masking tape or painting tape that I would recommend, but I would not recommend duct tape, obviously, because these are really easy to, painter's tape and masking tape are really easy to just pull up and clean up real fun. And it'd be fun to have a big tape ball at the end. I'm sure my students love that when let them help me pick up the tape from the floor. So those are my 4 games ideas for today. And of course I have a couple announcements, just 2 today. I'm looking at my notes over here. That's why I keep looking over. The first one is the most recent post on our Facebook page is a page about our email list. So if you're not on our email list, that's a great way to get a lot of our announcements. We have some fun soccer tip ideas we send out, our nutrition tips, and our giveaways. If we ever have a giveaway, then you'll be one of the first to know on that email list. So if you're not on our email list, make sure to join that. There's a post where you can join there on our Facebook page, this main one right here, Tiny Troops Soccer. And then my second announcement is March sessions start up next week. So we're really excited to have a lot of locations open and running in March. If you have any questions about where your field is or the schedule for or what time slot yours is, then you can find all that information on the website, tinytroopsoccer.com, and we have all the schedules posted there, and then more information. You'll be getting emails about what session you're in, and who your coach is, where the field is, all of that good stuff. Will be coming out to you. And then if you have any questions, you can always message us through our page, Tiny Troops Soccer, and we'll get there to answer all your questions. All right, I hope you have a happy weekend, a good Friday, and I hope to see you on Soccer Island soon. And I can't wait I would love to see some pictures of your kiddo doing this obstacle course or all the things they could come up with using just tape in your home. It'd be so fun to see what they come up with. So have a great weekend. See you on Soccer Island soon. Bye.